challenging yourself by taking this position?
I like to challenge myself and take a step out of my comfort zone. And
but on the other hand, you do have some skills that are appropriate to this, do you?
Yes. I think I'm quite confident in my creativity. I also am quite confident with photoshopping if that comes into the situation.
Right.
I think that
besides Photoshop, what other kind of skills would you like to use for designing?
I have a bit of experience in illustration, but I'm quite a fast learner, so I can catch up to it.
Okay.
I guess I can use Adobe.
You can use Adobe?
Yeah. Although illustration, it's quite similar to Photoshop, so it should be alright.
Okay. What kind of art and design principles do you think you'd be using? I mean skills, apart from ICT skills, what other kind of art and design principles or ideas do you think you could bring to this? You said that you were quite confident in your creativity.
Yeah. Well, I'm also quite good with fine arts, so sketching is my strength in art. I can do craft work, so if anything that should come to, such as pop-up cards, then I'm capable of doing that.
What do you think would be the design principles that you would need to think about in a card design position?
I think it's the functioning and maybe how attractive it is. Sometimes people use clashing colors and some people use reality. So I guess it uses quite a lot of different art skills into it.
And what is the thing that makes you decide which is appropriate? What do you consider?
I consider as long as it matches the client's theme, then it should be anything.
Can you give me an example of matching a client's theme or matching a client? Design greeting cards is not so much for clients, but how could you apply that idea? You're talking about a design brief, but how could you apply that idea in a greeting card company?
Well, depending on what they want. For example, if they want the greeting card to be very overly exposed in the colorful way, then we should take that into consideration. Think outside the box, maybe. Instead of just only putting a splash of colors, we can put in a bit of their theme to it, what they want to add in Christmas, or if they want to put in New Year's. Then we can use that overly exposed color into that theme. So we can adjust the colors into it.
How much you also adjust for the audience, the particular people that you're aiming at to buy that?
It could be cartoon characters, since cartoon can be applied to any age, or it could be just the writing, the typography. If it's just a simple calligraph, not many people will find that very attractive. But if it's customized into that theme, then I think it would grab anyone's attention.
What do you think are your main strengths?
My main strengths.
You mentioned sketching.
Yeah, as said previously, I think it's sketching, and I think illustration is my forte. If it comes to media and advertisement, then I think I'm capable of taking that task on.
Do you have any weaknesses that you feel you have to work on, things that challenge you?
I think I do need to challenge myself into communication. I tend to lack the important areas.
Like what?
For example, if I'm talking to you, I sometimes hesitate too much. So I think if I work on that a bit more, I will have a bit more people skills.
Okay. What kind of words have been used to describe you by teachers in school? How would they characterize you?
Organized, a bit too hardworking. I tend to over panic. also a good team player, so that's how they describe me.
Okay. So why, basically, should you be employed in this role as opposed to any of the other people? What makes you special?
Well, I think the necessary thing in being an assistant is having good time management, organization skills, keeping on track, and being more enthusiastic compared to other people. Some people take on the job just for the experience, and I think experience is as important, but I think the enthusiasm to learn new things is also one of the key points in taking on the placement.
Okay, thank you very much. Are there any questions that you would like to ask?
No, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.